Hello friends from Chop Talk, welcome back to another episode here on our YouTube channel. We're still looking for a name for these longer episodes here, and we'll give you guys a chance to participate and to help us to continue building this brand as we continue to grow the Chop Talk YouTube channel. In today's subject, before we dive too deep into it, I want to remind you, please subscribe, please leave your comments, and please share this content with all of your Atlanta Braves fans in the area or outside of the United States, wherever they are, so you can help them to get to this content as we create more and more content for the Atlanta Braves and what they're doing during the season and then later on after in the postseason and hopefully the off-season moves that happen while the season is over. In today's topic is going to be, are the Braves a team that should be selling players, or are the Braves the team that should be getting players to try to get into the playoffs and this playoff race that's going on in the National League? To me, and that's a pretty interesting discussion. Why? They have guys like Marcell Ozuna that's in his last year of his contract, so that could be a piece that other teams are certainly going to ask about, certainly going to be interested in, and you could get some decent return for a piece like that, a guy that can hit and has hit in the past in the National League especially, so that could be a very interesting piece. He was supposed to be involved in an offer that the Braves made for Devers when Devers was being shopped out there, being sold, being trying to get traded by the Red Sox, but that didn't happen, and I wonder why not. We don't know what happened, but that would have been a very interesting move for the Braves, even though they have Austin Riley on third base and Matt Olson on first base, so he would have to be the DH here as well. Never mind, getting off track, going back to the main subject. Should the Braves be selling, or should the Braves be trying to get another guy? Should the Braves try to get rid of Chris Sale, Ozzy Albies, Matt Olson? I don't think Olson's going out, but Austin Riley, Marcell Ozuna, those type of players that could be interested in the market while they're not fighting. But in my opinion, since they've been winning series, they've won, 4 of the last 5 series, and they're kind of in the hunt for the playoff spot. They're still far away from the wild card positions, 6 games in the moment we were recording this here in Atlanta. But they just beat the Mets a couple of times, or 5 times out of 5 if you count the games here at Truist Park. They have a series against the Phillies this weekend. Still early, still before the All-Star game that's going to be here as well. So that gives you, I think, plenty of time to really think about this very thoroughly before making a decision that you could regret in the next years. Last year, the Braves made it to the playoffs, but the reality is we saw how far they were from the teams that ended up competing for a championship. San Diego Padres, who beat us, the Dodgers, and those Mets, even though these Mets are being right now swept by the Braves in their particular series. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not too much into the idea of trading guys, especially if you're fighting to get to the playoffs. I'm coming from Miami, where the Marlins did get to the playoffs a couple of years ago. They, instead of building around guys like Sandy Alcantara, Luis Arraez, and that nucleus that they had, they started shipping out players, and now they're back to where they were years before. So I know that's not how things happen here in Atlanta. I know how seriously they take this business team, this team that controls the team, this team that manages the team, especially on the baseball operations side. I know how serious they are about trying to get a competitive team on the field, and I doubt they're going to get rid of some of their superstars. But we'll see what happens. Honestly, trading Ozuna wouldn't be a crazy idea, especially if he's not in talks with you to extend that contract. and that could be a piece that you can really trade a couple of hitters for. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but if you force me to, that guy is the one guy in the lineup that it's kind of, it's not old, but he's getting older than the rest of the team. He is not on a long-term contract. He is a piece that you can replace since he's not on the field playing defense. He's a very good hitter, but he's just a hitter. So it's a replaceable piece in that lineup if you force me to. Would I do it? No. I would go after pitchers and maybe another hitter, maybe a shortstop that can hit a little bit, maybe another guy that can contribute to the cause. Remember, we're gonna get Jurickson Profar. He's probably not gonna be able. He's not able to play in the playoffs in case the Braves make it. But to get to the playoffs, you're gonna have him. So that should be a piece that you can use and that should be useful a lot because the Braves have been lacking great hitting and good defense out there, and Jurickson Profar is going to bring exactly that. So I don't know. You guys give me your thoughts as well. Give me your comments. What do you think about this situation? The Braves, like I said, they're still under 500, but for some reason I feel like they're still there, right there. Even though there are so many games behind the Phillies, especially, and the Mets in the division, to me, they are in a good position to make a great run. And you know what happens when good teams get into those runs? You saw what happened last year with the Detroit Tigers getting into the playoffs, almost getting into the American League Championship Series. And this year, they were the first team to get to 50 wins. So I don't know. Maybe the Braves can copy some of that and they can get back to fighting in the division. It's going to be a tough one. The Mets today and tomorrow while we're recording this. And then this weekend, we're going to have the Phillies at home at Truist Park in another very important series for the Atlanta Braves. So we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to try to do this more and more often. So please, if you have subscribed to our channel, please turn those notifications on. Remember, if you haven't, subscribe to our channel, share this content to your friends so they can also be part of the conversation and join this debate every once in a while and leave your comments. All of that helps us to keep growing our YouTube channel here and be a bigger family at Chop Talk. So thank you very much. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Let's go Braves, and we'll see you soon at Truist Park and here on our YouTube channel.